your best method for finding customers for your cleaning company?
Oh man, that was a struggle.
How did you know how to price jobs when you first started?
That was a struggle. Oh my gosh.
Let's talk about Victorium Enterprises because, like, first, what is it? Just talk about what is it first off.
It's essentially a holding company that I created this year
Okay.
for me to acquire different businesses, mainly in the cleaning space.
If somebody was interested in selling their company to you today, how could they contact you?
So the best way to reach out to me would be through.
Headed to the top, there ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, own property. Bubble eye beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. Don't flash it for. I'm on my grind, not no more fashion show.
What's up, y'all? It's AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network, and I am the Cleaning Business Go. And today's guest joined us in CBN through the Cleaning Biz Automation Program about a year ago, back in September 2023. Now he's looking to level up in a huge way, and he was actually nice enough to let me in and partner with him on this new venture, y'all. So without further ado, please welcome the owner of the Watson Housekeeping Group and Victorium Enterprises, Mr. Brian Watson. What's up, Brian?
Hey man, how's it going?
I'm pretty good, pretty good. I had some hiccups trying to get through that intro, but we made it though. So other than that, it's all good, bro. So I want to go ahead and just start right here this time. And I want to start with just tell me a little bit about who is Brian, what's your background, where you're from, what you were doing before cleaning, that type of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So Brian is from Baltimore, Maryland. Raised there since I was real young. Born in Maryland though. Um, Went down south for about 4 years to go to college. You know, at Florida A&M University, down Tallahassee, Florida. Got ended up getting a degree in accounting. Graduated in 2012. And got my career started doing public accounting. Since then, you know, I've drifted into the real estate industry doing accounting and the aviation industry. So I've actually been doing accounting since I graduated school. So I still do that full time, in addition to running my cleaning business on the side. So I got into short term rentals back in, I'm going to say 2019.
Hmm.
So started doing that, and then I saw a need for cleaning, you know, because I was having a hard time finding cleaners for my own properties. So I ended up starting my own cleaning company.
Nice.
So from there, you know, ended up getting a lot of short-term rental clients, then started to drift into residential, you know, doing deep cleans, move out cleans, and then eventually started drifting into commercial cleaning.
Okay.
So now fast forward to this year, now I'm looking to expand my business by acquiring companies that are already operating.
Okay. Okay. So basically a serial entrepreneur then.
Yeah, essentially,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, bet. So we gonna definitely talk about this acquiring these companies too, because that's what I really brought you here for. But we will start with this cleaning business first, because I know a lot of my people want to know about that. So, what do you remember? What year you started your actual cleaning company?
It was 2020,
Okay, bet. Okay,
June
okay,
2020. Yep.
bet. Now, how did you come up with your company name?
So my last name is Watson.
Okay,
So I wanted to create something, you know, that had my last name in it, you know, trying to create that legacy aspect to it. And my then girlfriend and wife, you know, came up with, pretty much said, "How about Watson Housekeeping Group?" And I was like, "I like the sound of that. Let's go
yeah,
with that."
yeah.
So she recommended it, you know, based off of what I was looking for.
That's what's up. Shout out to the wife for making that nice
Yeah.
suggestion there. All right, now, what do you say is your best method for finding customers for your cleaning company?
So what has worked for me actually has been referrals, and then also um, what is it, going door to door.
Okay.
So, for example, say if I have an appointment scheduled in the area to do a walkthrough,
Hmm.
I'll stop past other businesses in that area, while I'm there, and just introduce myself, drop off a card, see if I can schedule a walkthrough.
Gotcha. Okay, fair enough. Now, what about like the pricing? How did you know how to price jobs when you first started?
Oh man, that was a struggle. That was a struggle. Oh my gosh. Yeah, when I first started pricing, I was like way too high, way
Yeah.
too high. And then I started really trying to, once I started getting a little bit more experience, started to kind of be able to gauge my timing,
Hmm.
as it related to completing like certain tasks.
Right.
So then I would price it based on how much time I think I believe it would take us to clean.
Right. Okay. And then, so now, is that the same method you use today?
So for commercial, yes.
Okay.
For residential and short-term rental, it's it's switched to we price by the job. So it's
Gotcha.
based on So it's based on how many bedrooms, bathrooms, any other tasks that need to be completed during the job.
Gotcha. Now, I see you do residential and commercial. Did you say
Mhm.
Airbnb as well?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
bet. So you're doing all of these multiple different services. I guess what made you decide to go that route of offering multiple different services instead of just sticking with one of the niches?
Well, I listen. Well, so I got to start doing Airbnb, and I was like, okay, well, Airbnb doesn't seem too difficult. I think we can do residential. So let's try residential. You
Right.
know, um, got into that. Wasn't too different than what we were already doing.
Okay.
Um, so then commercial, I ended up. I had a cousin, who has his own cleaning company. He's helped me. He had me come and help him a few times doing his commercial jobs.
Hmm.
So I saw through actually helping him that okay, it's some big money in the commercial. So again, so I just transitioned into commercial from there as
Gotcha.
well.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, when it comes to your staffing, like, do you have your workers? Are they cross trained for all of the different types of cleaning, or do you only have your Airbnb cleaners, your residential cleaners, and your commercial cleaners? Like, how do you staff them?
Oh, I separate all of them.
Okay.
I separate. I mean, I have a few that kind of cross,
Yeah.
but most of them are separated. So I have clients that specifically do Airbnb, some that specifically do residential, some that
Right.
specifically do commercial, and like very few that can go across the board.
Yeah, and the reason why I asked you that because I know a lot of people when they get into it brand new and they think that they're going to offer multiple different services, but anything they're just going to put this staff member in all of those different types of cleaning, but people don't realize it's different. There's a lot different,
Hmm.
cleaning. Like maybe residential and Airbnb are more similar, but commercial in
Hmm.
particular is way different from those. So I was interested to hear how you were doing it. So that's probably how I would do it as well. So I love to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Yeah.
let's talk about what we really can talk about. Let's talk about Victorium Enterprises because, like, first, what is it? Just talk about what is it first off.
Yeah. So Victorium Enterprise is essentially a holding company that I created this year
Okay,
for me to acquire different businesses, mainly in the cleaning space.
gotcha. Okay, now what's your like criteria? Like, what are you looking for when it comes to these companies that are looking to sell to you?
So we look for a few things. I'm looking for a few things. One, annual revenue.
Okay,
Doing anything from 300,000 per year and up. Running a gross profit margin of about 20%. Well, operating margin of 20%. Having systems and processes in place. If you have a management system that's in place, even better. It makes it a lot easier for me to come in and really focus on growing the company from a high level rather than doing like a lot of the day-to-day operations, building a lot of the day-to-day, creating and building a lot of the day-to-day processes and procedures.
okay, fair enough. And now, does it matter like what location they're in? Are you is it all over the country, all over the world? Like, is there any location in particular that you're looking for?
U.S. based, doesn't matter the state, but definitely U.S. based, and that's more so from a funding standpoint. It's a lot easier to fund U.S. based businesses.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. Now, if somebody was interested in selling their company to you today, how could they contact you?
So the best way to reach out to me would be through the website.
Okay.
You can contact me at victoriumenterprises.com/cbn. You fill out a contact form or just hit the call button. If I miss your call, I'll call you right back. Just leave me a voicemail.
There you go, y'all. Y'all gonna get to the man himself. He literally, you can call him directly, y'all. So, and you make sure you go to victoriumenterprises.com/CBN, like Clean Business Network, y'all.
Mhm.
All right, now, are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years and why they call me, AJ Simmons, the cleaning business GOAT. So I can help you just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the number one source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you. I want to do something. We're going to have some fun. We're going to jump into this lightning round right quick. And the way it works is I'm going to say a word or a phrase, and you just tell me the first thing that comes to mind. So you ready?
Okay.
All right, here we go. First one is DMV.
Mumble sauce.
Okay, but okay. I feel ashamed because I'm from Virginia and I've never had it. But to be
Really?
fair, to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that the 757 is really included in the DMV. What's your opinion on that?
So I think the DMV is that PG County,
Yeah,
DC, and Northern Virginia area. Where I'm
that's
Baltimore, we're not included in that either.
see. Okay, back. Okay, back. Just making sure. All right, back. Well, the next one is Baltimore then.
Chicken box. I'm
Okay,
thinking
back.
all
Chicken.
food for some reason.
But okay, and I know Maryland. They say Maryland known for their crabs too. So
Oh yeah,
make
real
sure.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, crab cakes,
What else we got?
everything. Yep.
The cleaning industry.
Giving back.
Okay, fair enough. Favorite social media platform for business.
Facebook.
Okay. Favorite social media platform for leisure.
Instagram.
Okay. Your definition of wealth.
Wealth. I would say wealth is when you're able to create a atmosphere, both financially and mentally,
Mhm.
for your family to carry on going forward. Passing along the lessons that you've learned during your life and those before you to the next generation, and being able to hold on to that knowledge and that financial wealth that has been created
Okay.
throughout generations.
Okay. Love it. I love it. Next one is key to success.
Hard work, man. Not being willing, not giving up. Not like you're gonna get discouraged. I get discouraged quite a bit, but I just never gave up. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
just never giving up.
Okay. College.
College, oh man, great times. Great times.
Right. I tell you what, as now I'm getting older, I really be wishing I could turn back the hands of time. That's all I can say, boy. Because you don't realize how fast life go. That's all I can see. That's what you made me think of when you
Yeah,
said that. Anyway.
yeah.
All right. Next one is Clean Biz Network.
Oh man, a network of people just helping each other grow, and develop. Yeah, it's next to none.
Thank you.
Phenomenal.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Uh, Something that you splurged on since you started getting this cleaning business money.
Something I splurged on. We've been traveling a lot more.
Okay.
We've been
Okay.
traveling a lot more. Yeah, like this year we didn't do as many countries. Last year we did 7 different countries. Or was it 8? I think it might have been 8 countries. But yeah, last year we did quite a bit of traveling. This year we've done some, and we still got a couple more trips planned for this year.
Dang, I got to step my travel game up. That man did 7 800 all right now. All right. Something that you plan to splurge on as you get more cleaning business money.
Um, uh, I I hate to sound materialistic, but I've always had the Lambo as my dream car,
Okay.
So
Hey, look,
that's
ain't nothing
something
wrong with
I'm
it.
definitely I'm definitely gonna have to splurge on, once I get to that point.
Right. Man, I spent most of my life trying to, not be materialistic and, I'm gonna keep it real type stuff. And the more I
Yeah,
live, the more I realize is it don't make no difference. Most people really are materialistic anyway. And the people that's
yeah.
telling us not to be that way, they just typically mad because they can't get what the other person got anyway. So get what you want, bro. Go get that Lambo. All right.
I appreciate it.
Next one. Favorite hobby when you got some free time.
Oh man, my favorite hobby when I got some free time. Honestly, I really just like relaxing, honestly.
Yeah.
If I could just sit in the house, sit on the couch, watch a good movie, comedy or action movie, that does it for me.
No, for
I'm
real
I'm
though.
real I'm real simple.
Yeah. And that's when you grinding too. When it's like, what you want to do? It's like nothing. I just want to sit
Yeah.
down. Like my wife and my
Right.
kids, they don't be getting it. Like, Daddy, you don't ever want to do nothing. I say, cause y'all don't get it. I be grinding. Like I'm tired. Shit.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. Favorite book.
Oh man, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho.
Yep,
I don't
that's
know
a
if I
great
said
one.
it right,
Yeah, you
but
said it right.
yeah,
Far
The
as at least
Alchemist.
far as I know how to say it anyway. Yeah. Best decision you've ever made in business so far.
uh to let's see, best decision I made in business so far. To just start,
Yeah.
honestly. You know, this I yeah, I've started without having all the information, you know. I've held up myself, thinking I need this information, need that information. But once I got started, that's when I found it easier to find the information,
Yep.
you know.
Literally.
So
Literally.
yeah,
Because as you take more and more steps, it'll lead you to the next path you got to go to anyway. I love it. All right. Next
exactly.
one. Favorite genre of music.
Um, I gotta. It's between rap and R&B. So
Okay.
any '90s R&B, I'm down for, and then rap, Lil Wayne all day. Any song
Bet.
from Lil Wayne.
So let's do it, man. Let's do it. Top 5 rappers all time.
Oh man, come on now. All right. I gotta go Wayne first. A lot of people
Okay.
gonna hate me. I gotta go Wayne first. After that, I'm gonna go Jay.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go Big,
Okay.
Pac.
All right. One more.
I'm not gonna talk about. I'm not gonna mention the new guys. They still young. They still
Right.
got a lot. They still got a lot of time to put in.
Right. You got to earn it.
Last one. I'm gonna go with Snoop.
Okay, I
I'm gonna go
love
with
that you
Snoop.
mentioned Snoop because he get overlooked so much, man. And I
Yeah,
promise you, most of these people could not last, 5 seconds with Snoop. If you just talk about freestyle off top the dome, can't
yeah.
anybody outlast Snoop, man. So
Oh
no, I
yeah,
love that top 5 right there. All right, bro. I
yeah.
got a few more questions and then we'll wrap it up. All
All
right,
right,
so
sounds good.
I see that you got into government contracts. So like, let's actually, how do I want to word this? I'm gonna ask just like this. All right, bam. So have you gotten into government contracts?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So we have a contract with the city of Baltimore,
Nice.
for office cleaning. It's not a huge contract, but that's been our first taste into governmental contracting. We're trying to push more into that space, and that's something I would definitely be looking to do with any company that I buy in any area, is to push more into that governmental space.
Got you. Like, because I know a lot of people get stopped when they think about going into government contracting because of the paperwork.
Mhm.
Like, how was the
Yeah.
paperwork process for that city contract? And then, like, what advice could you give to somebody that feel like they're a little overwhelmed or turned back by the paperwork part of it?
Well, city contracts are actually a lot easier to get than state and federal contracts. It's not as much paperwork. You know,
Gotcha.
it's a lot less paperwork, but it's really like relationship based as well.
Okay.
You know, so building relationships with people that work for these governments, these local and city governmental agencies, you know, really helps play a factor into it. You know, because I've done bids for states. You know, state is a lot more difficult. You
Yeah.
know, a lot
Yeah.
more difficult.
Okay. So for y'all, let's look into getting the government contracting, but you don't really want to deal with the paperwork. Maybe look into the city level first, maybe because it might be a
hmm
little bit more easy to get into. And speaking of, you talked about
hmm
relationships. So what advice would you give to somebody looking to try to build relationships with people that can help them get in the door for those city contracts?
Um, what you could do is LinkedIn is always a great tool
Hmm.
because you can find people that work for almost any company, the city, the federal government, whatever. Like they have what company they work for on there. So you can
Right.
search by company on LinkedIn and
Right.
find people that you need to speak to.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
there's also there's usually like a contracts department, I think it is, that you can actually call and speak to someone there. I believe so. Each city should have a department that deals with like
Yeah.
contracts and stuff.
Yeah,
You
for
know, like
sure.
a
I love
contract
that.
officer and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah, and I like to just go straight to them. You know, talk to somebody. Open your mouth. Closed mouths don't get fed. I like that advice right there.
exactly.
Now, talk about like what certifications do you have? Because I saw that on your website. So, like, what certifications do you have, and then what's the benefit of having those certifications?
Yeah, so we're MBE certified and AA certified. And
Okay.
what that does for us, it allows us to bid on contracts that are set aside specifically for businesses that fit that criteria. Because
Okay.
governmental agencies have to set aside a certain amount uh, of funds or contracts for businesses, for small businesses that fit within that criteria. So it really helps you get into the door versus having to compete with larger companies, you know, or companies that may be more of the, I want to say the majority, you
Yeah.
know, so individuals not a minority essentially.
Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough. I love that. Appreciate that. Now, what do you say is your long term goal for your company? Or really, you know what? I won't even say for your cleaning company. I'll say, what's your long term goal just for business in general? Because you got a lot going on.
Yeah, yeah, I do. So long term, you know, I'm looking to well, as far as my cleaning company goes, I'm looking to expand in the cleaning industry across the US. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Create something, you know, for legacy, you know, for my kids, you know, to pass on to them, pass on even further. But I don't plan on just staying and just acquiring business in the cleaning industry. You
Yeah.
know, I'm looking to get into a variety of different industries, you know, get into the real estate industry, you know, I even thought about having like a chain of like bakeries, you know, something,
Okay.
you know, something little out the box, you know.
Right.
But yeah, yeah, I love every aspect of business. You know, I love every aspect of you know helping others in business.
Hmm.
So you know, I definitely foresee myself, you know, down the line, you know, definitely doing like speaking engagements, you know, and just really helping those, you know, that need help, those that come behind me, even those, you know, that may be older than me but haven't gotten started yet. You know, help them get going. You know what I mean?
For sure. Love that. Love that. Just I felt like nothing but just straight expansion and nothing but growth to me. That's what I hear. So I love that. Okay. Now,
hmm
if you lost everything that you got right now, all the businesses, all the customers, everything, but you get to keep your knowledge, what would you
hmm
do to get back to the point that you are as quick as possible?
So first thing I would do would be to do what I did when I first got started. You know, I was hitting the ground. I was on social media messaging people, you know, hey, I got a cleaning business, you know, this is my experience, you know, this is what we can do, you know, really staying in contact with customers and clients as well, really building and fostering those relationships, you know, leveraging my network, you know, long as if I keep my network too, that'll help. But just really just connecting with people,
Yeah.
you know, that will really help propel me back to where I'm at and even further, you know.
Okay, fair enough. And then just again, I want to talk about Victorium Enterprises. Like, who would be the ideal person you think that you're looking for right now? Is it, you know, yeah, just tell me who do you think is the ideal person? I know you said doing at least 3K a year. But it's like, are they burnt out? They're tired of business? Is it somebody just looking for a quick flip? Like, what type of person you think will fit this criteria?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, so I'm not sure if you're aware, but there are like a lot of like baby boomers, you know, people getting older, you know, that are looking to retire now, and they have these businesses, you know, that they've been operating for 10, 20, 30 plus years, even longer, you know,
Yeah,
and a lot of them don't have a succession plan in place, you
right,
know, so they're trying to figure out, okay, well, I want to retire, but what do I do, you
right,
know? So I'm looking to come in and be like, hey, I'm here. I have experience in this industry doing this. You know, I really care about the industry. I care about customers, care about the people, care about the employees. You know, I want to take what you have and expand on that legacy and
mhm,
be a safe pair of hands to really continue on what you've already done. You know, so if you're looking to retire, if you're burnt out, you know, or even if you're not ready to retire, you're just tired and ready to move on to something else. You know, I'm here. I'm looking for your company. You know, as long as you're doing 300K in annual revenue, 20% operating margins, you know, you have systems and processes in place. I'm here. You know.
let's do it, y'all. Let's do it. So make sure y'all go to victoriumenterprises.com/CBN, y'all, and holler at my guy Brian right here. And I gotta ask you this before I let you go, because I always ask everybody this. If
Okay.
somebody's listening to this podcast or watching this video right now, they're thinking about starting a company, but is just scared to make that jump, what would you say to that person right now?
I would say you never know how great you can be when you until you take until you take that leap of faith. You know what you'll get if you do nothing, but you have no idea how amazing your life could be if you don't take the risk and don't get started.
1,000%, bro. So y'all, I mean, you don't even know what you're missing out on, y'all. So go and take the jump, man. Brian Watson, y'all. Appreciate you for joining me, Brian. How can we follow your journey going forward?
You can follow me on Instagram at King B Watts. I'm also on YouTube as well.
Okay.
Brian Watson, Facebook, Brian Watson,
All right.
and yeah, you can connect with me on my websites, you know, victoriumenterprises.com/CBN or watsonhousekeeping.com.
All right, y'all. Let's do it. Brian, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. I appreciate you as well.
Yes, sir.